Hello everyone. So today we will start discussing the new advanced version of the arithmetic test. So the design of that arithmetic test is even simpler than what we discussed before, but the coding part and the ideas what was implemented in that application is a little bit more complex than previous. Okay, so how does it work? Compared to the previous case, this example now contains only one case, like one example for the arithmetic calculation, one answer and one comment. So that part is easier. But now when I generate a new case, so what is new? First of all, there are three numbers. So there are three numbers means that there are two operators. So and there is one extra part here is the bracket. So there are three possible conditions. So for example, in this example, in this case, there is no brackets. Technically, they don't really need it here. So the brackets may appear here, like last two numbers, or the brackets may appear like in the beginning. So and depends on where is the bracket and what operations we are processing now. So the answer may not be clearer in the beginning. See, like 6 minus 3, this is 3. Multiply 1, 3. Correct? 4, 1, 3. And so on. So the combination of where the brackets and what operations are here, they are completely random. So from that sense, the application is not really different from what we discussed before. So, and this is the point. And I will place it here, and that will be our reference. So now we will try to make a new application. So the application name will be the arithmetic test. I will call it advanced video. So finish. So this is our application. So I will create the package. And Windows 4. Other application Windows 4. My arithmetic test advanced video. Okay, so and now let's create this application. So design is simple. So even simpler that we did before. So don't forget set up the absolute layout. And here example. Equal answer and comment. Comment. Okay, two buttons. button generate, and the button check. 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 Okay, done. Let's change the name, the title, arithmetic test. Advanced. Arithmetic test advanced. Okay, run it. So make sure that our application is working without any problem. Okay, so this step done. So we finished the design. So now let's start coding. So we will start from the button generate. So here is our button generate. Okay, and like similar to what we did in the beginning, so we will start making the necessary components for our application. See, I need 3 random numbers. So again, similar to the application what we already finished. So here I need to enable random numbers. So call the class random, my random, new random. Okay, and here import necessary library, input random library into our application. So similar to the previous case, I need array. We can use the same array a, new, int 3. So I need 3 numbers here. So I need array operators, new integer 2, because I need only 2 operators. Okay, so what else I need? Again, similar to the application what we built before, now we already know that I need the correct answer and the answer inserted by user. As long as we do have only one example, I don't need array. So that's why I will just use integer, correct answer, and user answer. Okay, up to now this is enough. So if we need something else, so we can continue inserting the necessary elements. Now coming back to our application, so the next what we need to do is to generate our numbers. As long as we already like create the necessary variables and arrays. So integer I started from 0 until 3 because I need 3 numbers in my array A. So here A with the index I. So again, remember my I, this is the 0, 1, 2. So here, how to make random numbers. So I need next integer. So the idea is same as before. So those numbers what we are generating here, they're from 0 to 9. So that's why I will place 10 here. So here the numbers will be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I also need the operators. So the operators, the kind of the idea of the So the idea of the operators will be exactly the same from our previous application. So if my random number is 0, I will use operator plus, 1 operator minus, 2 operator multiply. So now I need to create two random operators. Let's do the same. Integer j equal 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Okay, I will just do the same. Operators I and my random dot next integer. Okay, so as long as the maximum number is 2, so here I will use and set the number 2. So that's why like my okay, that should be j. So that will generate two random operators for me. Okay, so but here where is the difference compared to the case what we discussed before, and that difference will be essential for that particular application. See, so here I do have three different versions of the brackets. So and depends on where is my brackets, the calculation what I will process and the way how to display that particular characters in our application, so they will become different. So and now we need to define which way to use. Okay, now according to the brackets, let's like discuss the brackets. So what kind of the situation I have? So assume that I do have three numbers, A, B, and C. So operators, okay, I can call it case random number. So my case is A, B, C. Well, let's say here like plus. Okay, not always I will need plus. Yeah, but assume that there is no brackets. So and that will be my like choice 0. Okay, now the case, let's say A plus B plus C. So that will be case 1, and A plus B plus C bracket. Okay, and that will be our case 2. So now for the brackets, I again need the random numbers. So that random number will be the 0, 1, or 2. Compared to the operator at A, as long as I do have one example, so will be only one bracket. So the one number. Okay, so in that number we will also need to design. Go back here, and after the operation, let's make variable bracket. So in that bracket will be either 0, 1, or 2. So we will also need to define it as the random number. Okay, so and here, let's make it bracket. So bracket will be the my random dot next integer. So now our brackets either 0, 1 or 2. So there are 3 possible cases. So here the bound will be 3. So n generated values will be 0, 1 and 2, same as my operator. Okay, and now based on the brackets we will design our case, and that case will be a little bit more complex compared to what we discussed before. So bracket, so we do have a 3 different choice for brackets. For example, if the bracket number is equal 0, so I do have case without brackets a, b, c. So if I don't have brackets, so what exactly do I need to do? See, I do have 2 operators, plus like operator 1 and operator 2. So both of them I need to code. Okay, so as long as I do have 2 operators, so here the conditions compared to what we did before will be a little bit different. So operators in the position 0 equal 0. So what does it mean? So it means that like I do have this case. So and the second operator, I don't know. Let's place the question. I don't know what is the operation now in between like B and C. So that's why inside of this condition, so first is definitely plus. I will need to check my second operator in the position 1. Remember, this is operator in the position 0, this is operator in the position 1. So if my operator in the position 1 is 0, so the case will be this a plus b plus c. Okay, so and now we can finally define our example. So example 1, stop, I do have example set text. So here will be the string value of, so here a in the position 0. Okay, after that will be the sign plus, that will be our first plus here. Next will be our second number. See, this is the a in the position 0, this is the a in position 1, this is the a in position 2. So and all of them we can set up here. So here will be the a in the position 2. Done. Okay, and similar to the previous case, here I can at the same time I can calculate my correct answer. Correct answer will be the a position 0 plus a in the position 1 plus a in the position 2. Again, why? Because we don't have brackets, because this bracket equals 0, telling us that there is no bracket. So the first operator is summation, second operator is the summation 2. Correct answer. And so finally we can calculate the sum based on that. So similar, we can process the different cases. So else if, as long as I do have 2 operators, so here we are talking about the second operator. So the first operator fix, and this is summation. So the second operator, now I can check operators in the position 1 equal 1. So what does it mean? So what does it mean? So if my second operator is 1, so means that I do have that combination A plus B minus C, isn't it? So first operator is 0 plus here, second operator is 1, so that means 1 is here. So, and my example, so I can just copy it here because will be no big difference. So the difference here will be only that minus, isn't it? Okay, done. So, and my correct answer, again, I can just simply copy here. So, and the difference will be the minus in between second number and third number. So I must place that minus here. So it's appear here and here. Okay, so that part is done. So the next what I will need to do is to process like A plus B minus multiply C, because here my operator in the position 1, second operator will become 2. So, and I can like simply code it. So here the operator in between number 2 and number 3 will be multiplied. Same, I will need to place the multiplication here. Okay, so we finish first part. So where we are holding the first operator, which is equal to 0. So here we only play with the summation. So, but I do have another choice. So else if operator in the position 0 equal 1. So this case here is what? So that will be our A minus B, and the next like second operator I don't know yet. So that's why I will place like question. So else. So this else means that I will have that situation, multiply A multiply B, and there is no, like, we don't know yet what is the second operator. Again, the first case without bracket. So what do I need to place inside? Here I again need to like call my second operator. So operators in the position 1 equal 0. So here again I will need to check all of my 3 possible choices, because my operator in the position 1, second operator, can be again plus, minus, or multiply. Instead of this question, we will check all possibilities. So I can place, just simply copy that part here, just considering what exactly do I need to display here. So here should be minus, here should be plus, and same modification I will have to do for the correct answer. Okay, this part is done. So what is else? So else if operator in the position 1 equal 1. So this case is what? Okay, I forgot to write the case here. That will be A minus B plus C. So here the case will be the A minus B minus C. Minus C. Okay, so and add necessary sign here, minus minus. Don't forget to correct the correct answers. So here both of my operator must be substitution. Okay, done. So, and I do have one more case, else. So here the case will be the A minus B multiply C. So here minus multiply. Okay, done. A in the position 0, 1, 2 minus multiply minus multiply. Okay, so finish with this part. Let's code that next one. So right here, I already know that my first operation is the multiplication. But again, the second one, I need to check operators in the position 1 equal 0. So this is the case when I do have combination of A multiply B plus C. Okay, so here multiply plus multiply plus. Okay, okay, done. Else if operators in the position 1 equal 1. So the case will be the A multiply B minus C. So first number multiply second number minus third number. Here supposed to be multiply. Okay, and else. So here the case will be multiply, 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 multiply. Okay, so technically we finish with the first bracket. What I will recommend you to do, as long as there are like 3 possible brackets, so better to check with the first bracket. So what I can do here, I can set up like bracket equals 0. So I can just simply push my bracket to be 0. That's why I can check the code what I just designed here. So what I want to see, the 3 numbers and 2 operators for the first example without bracket, because the case bracket equals 0 means that there is no brackets in my example. So and now we can see whenever it works or not. So we can run our application and now click generate. Okay, see, let's generate 3 numbers, 2 operators. Okay, plus minus, minus, multiply, okay. Okay, see the case, like when it is plus, for some reason that displays the multiplication. Yeah, and this case. That's why we need to check, because sometimes we may have errors. Okay, launch it again. Generate, 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 generate. Okay, so looks no problem, and if the bracket equal 0, so we do have everything working correctly. Okay, so now let's start calling the brackets. So this is my if. So if I will highlight it here, see, it is automatically showing me the end of this bracket. Okay, So this is my bracket, else if bracket equal 1. So what does it mean, bracket equal 1? So here I will have that particular case. So the first two numbers will be allocated with the brackets, but we don't know the operators yet. Okay, so that's why let's quote our operators. So operators in the position 0 equal 1. So what it is? So that will be the case when the A plus B, isn't it? C, and that operator, so we don't know yet. Okay, so what is the important here? Like, let's discuss this case. So for example, what if, like, I can easily do the same what I did before, so and check the second operators. So operators 0, 1 equals 0. So what it is? A plus B plus C. Do we need those brackets here or not? So mathematically wise, this is the same as A plus B plus C, isn't it? They are identical because the summation here doesn't change much my case. So and what we can do, I can again go back here where I do have 2 plus, and without any brackets, so I can simply place that particular part. So and that will be still okay, isn't it? Because again, A plus B plus C, this is doesn't really matter. Do we have brackets here or not? The answer will become same. So and I will not place those brackets here. No need. Else, okay. So else if operators 1, 1. Okay. So here we will have another case: A plus B minus C. And again, that case is the same as A plus B minus C. So we don't need those operators, those brackets here. So what I can do, I will just simply modify the case what we had before. So technically we're going back to the conditions what we already discussed in the previous case. So plus, minus, plus, minus. Done. Else. Okay, so and when we are calling else, so here the situation will be this: A plus B multiply C. Okay, that case is serious. Why? Because here I cannot ignore my brackets. Because without the brackets, if I will remove brackets, let's just call it here. So I will have A plus B multiply C. So this operation I will have to process first, summation second. So and means that this is not equal. Those two things, they are not equal each other. So that's why I cannot use the previous case. And if I do have multiplication here, so my case will be different. First of all, I will need to display the brackets in the screen. So here will be the bracket plus. Okay, plus. Here will be the bracket and multiply. So same I will need to process when I will do the multiplication, like the calculation for the correct answer. So the first two numbers must be unified by bracket, multiply number plus number. Okay, so this case is finished. So where my operator, first operator is summation. Zero. So here that should be zero. Operator 0 in position 0, this is the summation. Operator 1 in the position 1, second operator is 0, plus, plus. So if my second operator 1 means that I supposed to process this subtraction. So here will be the plus, minus, plus, minus. And if I do have multiplication, so that will be the plus in between number 1, number 2, and multiply number 3. Same for the correct answer. Okay, else if operator in the position 0 equal 1. So the case will be this A minus B, I don't know, C. So let's discuss this case now. Okay, so the next case, what we will discuss here. So if I do have subtraction in between first two numbers. Okay, so if my operators in the position 1, like the second operator, is summation. So my case is A minus B plus C. So similar to the case what we already discussed, so technically I don't need that bracket, isn't it? So this is still the same. So here will be minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay, done. Else if operators in the position 1 equal 1. So the case will be the A minus B minus C. Again, this is the same as A minus C minus B minus C. So no difference. So I will again just add that part here. Done. Else. So for the else, so here I supposed to do this A minus B multiply C. Okay, that case is again serious. Why? Because here I will need to consider extra bracket. So here is subtraction, bracket, multiplication. So, and same for the correct answer. So I will need to place brackets here, multiply, here minus, plus, minus, multiply, minus, plus, minus, 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 multiply. Okay, done. Done here. So, and the last one, what I need to discuss here. This is else. So in that case, will be like this: A multiply B. Brackets. Forget brackets. Okay, and here C. So in that particular situation, the case will be exactly the same as what we did before, isn't it? Okay. See, it doesn't really matter what I will place here. If this is plus, so it doesn't really matter. Do I have brackets or not? That will be same previous case, isn't it? Okay, let's do that. Operators 0 equals 0. So the case will be like A multiply B plus C. So I don't need brackets, isn't it? This is still same. So multiply plus multiply plus. So, and all other cases, if I will place minus, nothing will change. If I will place multiply, nothing will change. So it means that for this case, I can just simply copy everything what I have here. No difference. So if I will add those brackets here, this is the same, minus C. So if I will add this case here, so here that should be multiply, multiply. Done. Okay, so here we process the bracket equal 1. So where we do have that combination. Okay, and now I do have the last case, else. So where the situation is this: A question bracket B question C. Okay, so that case will be like slightly different from what we already discussed. Let's do it. So operators position 0 equal 0. So operators. So the case will be like this: A plus B question C. Okay, so if operators in the position 1 equal 1. So again, this case doesn't really need brackets. A plus B plus C. This is the same as A plus B plus C. So here it should be multiply. Multiply. Okay, so plus 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 plus. Okay, else if operators in the position 1 position 1 equal 1. Okay, So here the case is A minus here will be B minus C. So and once again it doesn't really matter. So if I use summation subtraction, so the brackets, they're not really important. Okay, so here will be plus, minus, minus, plus, minus. Okay, first operation 0, first plus. Second operator 0 means plus. Second operator 1 means minus. Else, so the case will be A plus B multiply C. So and again that doesn't make any sense, isn't it? So because still I will need to process, so B multiply C. And we can just add multiplication. We don't need brackets in this situation. Okay, so this part finish. So we already checked first operator 0, 1, 2. So the next we will need to change our first operator in the position 0 equal 1. So the case will be the A minus B equation C. So and as you can understand, so the case will be very similar to what we already processed previously, where we had plus in the beginning. So that's why I can just copy that part, place it here, and everywhere change it to minus. Rest is the same. Minus, minus. Okay, so now, so if the operation is minus, so I will need to check plus. So here, minus, minus, so minus plus, minus plus, minus plus. Done. Second operator, 1, so means minus, 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 minus. Okay, multiplication, A minus B multiply C. A like A the position 0 minus, like first we need to process this multiplication, after that subtract. Okay, done. Else. So for the else we will have situation of what? So here will be the A multiply, okay, and here will be the B equation C. Okay. Okay, start. Operators. The position 0 equal okay, stop. Operators. Yeah. So the first operator we know. So what if my second operator here, like in the position 1, equal 0? So my case will be the A multiply. So here will be B plus C. So this case is interesting because that so because here I will have to place those brackets in the beginning. So So here will be the multiply and bracket. Okay, a plus 0, and I will need to add the bracket at the end. Okay, so here is multiply, bracket, so, and here will be plus. Okay, check. So first operation is multiplication, so first operation is the multiplication. So and here like b plus c. First number, multiply, bracket, second number, plus third number, bracket close. First number, multiply, open bracket, a like second number, plus third number. Looks correct. Else if operators in the position 1 equal 1. So the case is a multiply b minus c. Okay, so again multiply, open bracket, minus close bracket, multiply, open bracket, minus close bracket. Okay, done, and else. So for else, here we will have a situation when a multiply b, b multiply c. So this is again same as b, no brackets. This. So in this case we already discussed, so that's why that should be like 2 multiplication here. Okay, and now we can see how complex code did we make. So here we wanted to discover and consider the all possible cases for our application, and that should not cause any errors. Yeah, should not create any problem with the calculation. So that need to be checked. So that's why carefully process all of those cases. If you will make any mistakes, so that will definitely cause errors. So that's why like check this application many times. Most probably you will find a few errors. So, but again, technically we finish. So we already processed all of our cases with the all different brackets. So and now we can check whenever it works or not. Okay, generate. Okay, funny things. So now there is no brackets. Why? Because in the beginning I set up my bracket as 0. So now I can use other brackets. So that's why let's start. Okay, this is the first case. Okay, so in here we may see this is the second case, bracket equal to. So now what we need to do is to just finish our application and make sure that we can see the answer. So that application even have the drawback. Okay, so what we are doing next, so here we will have to place the number, click check, and that must tell us whenever this calculation is correct or wrong. So, and let's do it. So for that, we will need to enable the button check. So this is our button check. So the user answer variable we already built here. So that's why, again, coming back to the application, what we already built. So there are a few issues what we will need to start and consider since the beginning. So remember, we may have a case if there is no number here. So and if I will click check, that should not crash. As long as now there is nothing in our button check, it doesn't crash. So, but if I will try to convert like empty text into the numbers, that will definitely crash our application. So, and I will prevent it from the beginning. So I will create the string. I will call it my answer. We'll make it empty as in the beginning. So, and my answer, that will be the answer dot get text to string. Okay, so and again, now there is only one example, so that's why the case will be simple. My answer dot length not equal 0. So again here, so if my answer, so the text what is written here is empty, my length will become 0. So that's why I will not do anything what is in between those brackets. So I will just skip all calculation. So that's exactly what we need. So the user answer will be what? This is integer, pairs integer, and here I can just place my answer. Okay, so now if the user answer is equal correct answer, so I will display correct, else, so the comment set text wrong. So and if this is wrong, I want to display the correct answer. String value of correct answer. And let's check. Okay, so here if I will place some answer, one, oh, okay. So the problem is that I cannot see the entire text. So it is small, so if I will make it bigger, now it starts working. Okay, and one thing, like simple drawback what we have in that application, so even the reference has that. If I will click the button generate, so right here I supposed to delete everything from my answer and from my comment. So that's what we can easily do because we did it already before for our previous application. So here answer dot set text answer set text empty. Okay, and comment set text empty. Done. Okay, and now let's see. Generate 5, check correct. 6, check run, generate, and application start working. Okay, so today we finish our advanced version of the arithmetic test application. So here we consider the case when we do have brackets. So and that brackets, as you can see, significantly increase complexity of our application. So now it is not easy to make because we start having tons of different conditions, different way. And the important part here is to check whenever all of those possible conditions and cases will give us the correct response from our program. So when you are coding such kind of application, be very careful. So that may be the first pretty much complex application what we already finished during our coursework. So there are quite a lot of codings, like coding paths, what we must add and finish correctly in that particular application. And definitely everything must be written without any mistakes. So any mistakes here may cause some kind of unpredictable answers. Okay, so that's why once you will finish the application, so just check whenever it works correctly or not. For example, what will be the answer here? 2 minus 4, this is minus 2, multiplied by 5, that should be minus 10. Okay, correct. 11, wrong. So you should check cases like this, because if sometimes that may not show us the correct answers, and definitely like we will need to check whenever we are doing correct or not. Maybe once like we program it, so finally like we made some mistakes and application doesn't work correctly. Okay, be very careful when you are coding this application. So that's all for today. So next will be the home project related to the arithmetic test. So that's why like again carefully code that particular application. That will definitely help you with your next homework. Good luck.